video is meant to help you understand how to complete computer homework in Lumen. So when you are in your main course page and you find that you have to do a computer homework, you'll first navigate to that computer homework. So for example, if you want to complete homework 1.1, go to chapter 1 and find section 1.1. Within that folder, you'll find a link to the section from the textbook for reading that section from the book. You'll also find a series of videos going through the content as well as several examples related to that content. Next, you click on your computer homework. It will ask you if you're ready to start. You can always go ahead and immediately press start there. The computer homework assignments never have a timeline on them. You can start them and stop them and go back to them at your leisure. As long as you complete them by the due date, it's fine for you to start them and stop them at your leisure. So I press start. And it loads the first question. First, notice in the top left-hand corner, there is a pull-down menu that allows you to skip around between any question in the homework assignment that you like. So after you started going through it, you might find a homework problem or a few homework problems that you're struggling with. You might decide to skip ahead and work on the rest of the assignments, and then you could come back to this and you'll see which ones you still need to work on. So this one happens to be a multiple choice problem. I can use the arrows to move ahead to the next problem, or I can use the pull down menu to do so. That's a multiple choice. This one I have to do a calculation from the graph and put the answer in. So you can scroll through in this manner or pull down the menu to navigate to the problems. If you get a homework problem correct, you will get a little green check mark to know that you got it right. So for example, on this problem, it's asking me to evaluate f of 2 based on the table. That means I plug in a value of x equals 2, and I try to determine the output value, y equals f of 2. So the y value when x is 2 is 73. So that means f of 2 is 73. I type in my answer, I press submit, and it gives me green. I get a green check mark up here by question 5. I see it's green here, giving me 1 point out of 1. If I switch to another question, and I go back to the menu of questions, I still see the green check mark on question 5. In fact, once you complete a problem in here, I can immediately see it in the gradebook as well, that you successfully submitted that problem. Now let's try to get a problem wrong and see what happens. So it says to find f of -3. I'm just going to put in like 6. It turns red. It says question 4 gets a red X, meaning it's wrong. If you go to the question list, you see question 4 is incorrect, 0 out of 1 points. But that's okay. You can still go in and fix it. So you have a few attempts at trying to fix it, or you can change the problem slightly by trying a similar question. So I hit try a similar problem if I like, and notice it just changed the numbers a little bit, but it's still essentially the same type of question. Let me get it wrong again. I'm going to type 9. Still wrong, but I think I can get this one right. If I plug -3 in, -3 and square it is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 36 minus -3 is 39. And 39 plus 5 is 44. So I'm going to put in 44. Press enter, and now it gives me that green check mark, and I'm done. So even though I got it wrong, I can still redo the problem and try again, or I can hit try a similar question and try that one again. In fact, you can do this over and over again until you get it right. And even after you get it right, you can still go in and do the problem again. So I do have a green check mark on this, but I can hit try a similar question and do it again. And that's actually a good idea for your own studying and learning. If you got a problem wrong once, twice, 3 times, that's something that clearly was causing you difficulty. So I would suggest that you do try that problem a few more times until you really feel like you understand the concept thoroughly. One other thing to note about computer homework questions, there are links at the bottom for help. So you can click this and it will message me in the Lumen area. It will tell me this is the problem you're working on, and I can view it, and then I can message you back and tell you, this is how I would help you with this problem. That message will return to you in the message area of Lumen. Other problems, sometimes you'll see that problems have videos available with them. Let me see if I can find one. Here's one. Question 6 has a video available with it. So the help features are always at the bottom. So this one you see has the message instructor as always, but it also has a video. So it'll be a video related to this question. So there it is. So you see it has a kind of a similar sort of graph, and it's asking you to do some function notation questions. So you can view the videos right in the questions, but not always. Sometimes those are available. So you'll go through, every time you get a question right, it's automatically updated in the gradebook. And at the very end, once you have green check marks on everything, it'll already be submitted in the gradebook. That way, there's nothing extra you have to do. If you want to stop in the middle of an assignment, that's fine. Just go ahead and go back, or close your computer or close your browser. It's fine. Everything is saved. Once you get that green check mark, it is saved. You don't have to do anything extra. All right, please let me know if you have any questions.